Today, something a little bit different. I've posted a lot of pictures on Instagram of my grilled pizzas over the last few years, but I've never done a video. And if you look, remember when we did web pages? I first did this in 20 years ago, and we didn't go overboard on the details back then. There's 1 picture, 2 picture, 3 picture, 4 picture. That was my original post 20 years ago on making pizzas on the grill. Then in July 2007, I did more of an elaborate explanation of the process. But I thought, I've never done a video, so why not do a video? So that is what we're doing today. So of course, you're gonna need some dough. In my experience, and you'll see this, a 2-pound recipe gives me 4 pizzas that are pretty good size. I will just sort of scan this. I'm not gonna go over all this. You can pause it and look at these details if you want. The recipe I use is 3 3/4 cups flour, 1½ teaspoons salt, and that's about it. You just mix it all up. There is a little bit of a proofing thing here, which you can probably pause this and look at that, and I did that. So basically I'm just going to finish kneading. Then it says to divide it in 2 and kind of do a coating of olive oil, and you know, I'll put it in 2 different metal bowls, cover it with a towel, and let it rise. So after the dough is risen, so that's half of it, and then what I did is I took the other half over here and cut it in half, and I rolled one out. As you can see, this is a cookie sheet, and it just so happens to be roughly kind of about the size of my grill. I do these on a gas grill, and that's how big it is. I do it so it fills up the cookie sheet. Then what I do is I put some parchment paper down, and then I will roll out the second one, and then put more parchment, and the third one and the fourth one, more layer of parchment between each dough that is as large as, you know, you can fill it in here, and then it goes in the freezer, because that will make it easier to deal with getting on the grill. Now, I think you can, I also have these copper mats that will show, so I wouldn't have to do this. You can put the fresh, soft room temp dough or maybe fridge temp, but it does make it easier to handle. I mean, it's hot outside. When the dough is frozen, it makes it easier to handle. That's how I like to do it, and so that's what you'll see.
What about your cheese?
Alright, so what you want to do is cut up everything ahead of time, get everything ready. If you have any meat, you want to have it pre-cooked. So of course that's fine for something like this pepperoni, but if you're doing sausage or chicken, you want to cook it ahead of time. But yeah, you just want to get everything cut up, because once you get going, it's a pretty quick process. You have to be kind of on your toes and moving right along, which you will see. Okay, a quick word about grills. I've only done this on the gas grill because, as you will see, there's a lot of on-off of the heat situation. So if you were doing it on a charcoal grill, you might have to pull the pizzas off, because otherwise what's going to happen is the bottom is just going to get way too done too quickly before the rest of the stuff can get warmed up and the cheese melted. Again, if you have meat, have it all cooked ahead of time. I think we got some barbecue chicken, pesto chicken, and some sausage. And yeah, we'll get going here soon. Okay, so what I do is I put a little olive oil. So now, as you can see, it's not super rigid, but it is frozen. So now, also with the grill, it's always low. Everything is just low. I don't do any kind of high, definitely not high. not medium.
It's not a wood-fired pizza
Everything's
situation.
pretty low. So what you're gonna do, oh Beth, here, get these mats. So I'm gonna put this down to low. So these are these copper mats, which work well, as you can see here. So we're gonna go like this, and kind of gotta, well, it'll work. So yeah, then that's about as big as I was describing before with the cookie sheet. It just about fits in the grill. So yeah, just a light thing of olive oil, and then olive oil side down. Wrap. Press the button, Beth. So now you're just gonna keep an eye on it. I just rotated this one 180 degrees. So this one is, you know, getting lightly brown, so that's coming along. This one is also coming along. And yeah, keep an eye on it.
Donald!
Jeez. Alright, so these are looking pretty good. So what I'm doing, and this is what I talked about, is I'm killing the heat. Because otherwise, now is when we do the toppings. Oh, here, let me show you the bottom. So, get down there, Beth. See, it's just lightly brown. It can get a little black, and that's fine. It can actually get a little black the second portion now when we have all the toppings. So now, I don't know if this is necessary, but I do about, I don't know, it's about a tablespoon of olive oil. Smear it around on both of them, flip them, and then we'll do the toppings. Alright, so you can see what they look like now. This is all off. And now it becomes a matter of hurry up. Otherwise what happens is the bottom can get too done. Now a couple words when you make these, you can't put tons of toppings because it's just not that high heat of a situation or that much of a cooking situation. So yeah, you can do a reasonable amount, but you're gonna keep it a little bit on the light side. But you'll see here in a second, we're gonna tag team, double team these pizzas, and we're just gonna get all these toppings on, and then that's when we'll turn the heat back on.
Oh yeah.
All right, so here we go. That's actually a little heavier on the toppings than I would normally do, but that's Beth for you. So anyway, so yeah, we're this one's half veggie, and now we do some cheese. So now again, you can't. Are you getting this? You can't go crazy on the cheese. You just don't have enough heat to really cook it or melt it that much. It will get melted. Everything will get warmed up. But, you know, you can't go as heavy as you might like, but, you know, there'll be enough. So the cheese is on. You can see roughly how much we do. And then I got the heat back on. I'm going to put it to low. And now we definitely close this up. And as you'll see, it's just sort of a heating up of the situation and a slightly melting of the cheese. Okay, so the one on the left is about done. That's about the level of melting that you're gonna get, and also it's a nice color on the bottom. So I'm gonna pull that one off, and then we'll just leave this one on for a few more minutes. So then I just shut it down and we eat a little bit, because you know, after all that working, you're hungry. How is it, everybody? Good. Are you eating? Good. You getting some in your pie hole? You're a YouTube star.
Oh my gosh, hi YouTube.
No, hi YouTube. Everyone's here. Yeah, so these are kind of the standard fare, and then we're gonna get going on the more unique ones in a bit. Alright, so I've never done a pesto one before, but we got some pesto and some chicken, and we've done the barbecue chicken many times. It's a big hit. It goes over real well with the children and adults. Yeah, so again, you just put what you want on there. This one I'll get some banana peppers, a little cheddar, a little, red onions, and yeah, we'll see how they come out. Did you stop it? So the barbecue chicken one is delicious, isn't it? Confirmed, deny? Yeah, of course, for the camera. Did you eat some?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's always delicious. And the pesto one is about done. Yeah, sorry, it's sabotaging me. Put some sun-dried tomatoes on there as well. A little bit of a bubbling cheese sauce situation, but yeah, this one is about ready to come off as well. So the pesto got mixed reviews. It was the first time we ever tried that. I thought it was okay, a little salty. This one happened to get a little bit more done because I kind of left it on a little long, but the BBQ is good. What was your favorite today?
The normal.
This red sauce with the olives and veggies and stuff. So yeah, there you go. I've oh, you know, I was gonna do, maybe I still will, but yeah, I first did this like 20 years ago, and then I've posted pictures and I had a web page, which maybe I'll do an intro video, so you'll have seen that, but never did a little video like this, and that's pretty fun. And one more thing, bless you, those copper mats are not absolutely necessary if you freeze the dough, because I only got the copper mats a couple years ago and I've been doing this for a long time, so but they do help because then nothing is falling through, and there's heat is not blocked or anything, it just goes right through. So yeah, give it a try, comment away, catch you later.